Organization for Human Rights, Head Office, KIC Complex, Tuibong, Churachandpur District, Manipur. Reference number Memo 08 KWOHR 2025, dated 18 June 2025. Memorandum submitted to Sri Amit Shah, Honorable Union Home Minister, Government of India. Subject: escalating targeted arrests, ethnic injustice, and urgent call for constitutional intervention in Manipur. Respected Sir, the Kuki Women Organization for Human Rights, KWOHR, representing tribal women from across the Kuki Zo community, submit this memorandum, reference number Memo 07 KWOHR 2025, with deafening concern and agrees over the continued setback, persecution, arbitrary arrest, and systematic injustice meted out to our people. Despite our peaceful protest and the submission of detailed memorandum to your esteemed office on 31st May 2025, the crisis has worsened. The latest arrest on 6 June 2025 of two more Kuki men, namely Mr. Thangmil Kitgen at Hantinthang of Molnom Churachandpur and Mr. Kamjinthang Gampi of More Tengnopal, under unclear and unjustifiable circumstances, have further intensified public outrage and have eroded of what little faith remains in the institution of justice. The Kuki Zo community has consistently upheld the law, sought democratic redress, and called for peace. Yet we are witnessing in the continued criminalization of our identity, collective punishment, and blatant disregard for constitutional safeguards. Number one, background and context. On 31st May 2025, KWOHR mobilized a massive peaceful sitting protest in Lamka and other tribal districts, joined by women's group, village authorities, and civil society. A memorandum submitted to your office highlighted arbitrary arrest of Kuki Zo individuals by NIA and CBI without clear evidence. Number one, inaction against extremist Meitei outfits despite voluminous FIRs and non-perpetrators. From state armories used to massacre Kuki civilians, the rape, murder, and stripping off of Kuki Zo women without a single conviction, the unconstitutional manipulation of police jurisdictions, public incitement to violence by leaders of radical outfits and former officials. Rather than responding with justice, the state has escalated its persecution. Number two, recent developments that warrant immediate intervention. Number one, new arbitrary arrest on 6 June 2025. The arrest of Mr. Thangmil Kitgen and Mr. Kamjinthang Gampi, both peaceful or innocent civilians, has triggered widespread fear and frustration. These arrests occur despite public appears and ongoing protests and will carry out with no transparency or due legal process. Number two, pattern of ethnic targeting. These are not isolated arrests. They form part of a deliberate pattern of selective targeting where only Kuki Zo citizens are investigated, detained, and vilified, while radical Meitei outfits like Arambai Tengol and Meitei Lipun continue to operate freely. Number three, institutional disregard for women voices. The voices of tribal mothers, daughters, and sisters have been repeatedly ignored despite our peaceful mobilization and democratic appeals. We remind you that silencing women demanding justice is a betrayal of both human rights and constitutional values. Roman number three, our demands. Number one, immediate release of arbitrarily detained Kuki Zo individual, withdraw all charges and free those arrested without credible and transparent evidence. Number two, judicial inquiry into to arrest and ethnic profiling. Constitute an independent judicial commission to investigate the patterns of arrest, surveillance, and intimidation directed at the Kuki Jaw community. Number 3, arrest of extremist leaders and armed militia. Arrest Korungamba Human, commander of Arambay Tengol, Ben and this commander Arambay Tengol, Meitei Lipun, and prosecute leaders of Kopkomi under UAPA. Seize looted arms and investigation coalition with the state actors. 4. Fast-track prosecution of former CMN Biren Singh. Pursue action based on verified recordings implicating him in ethnic cleansing efforts and unlawful militia links. Number 5. Constitutional reorganization under Article 3. We reaffirm our constitutional right to self-administration and demand reorganization under Article 3 as a peaceful and legal means to protect the tribal population. Number 6, restoration of rule of law and equitable representation. End misuse of central agency, restore tribal officers to command position in law enforcement. Uniformly apply or revoke APSA to ensure justice is not geographically selective. Roman number 4 are resolved. We are peace-loving, law-abiding, and committed to the Indian Constitution. We will no longer remain silent as our sons are arrested, our villages are raped, and our women are dishonored. If this wave of injustice continues, we will demand community oversight of all external agencies operating in our areas. Let the nation know Kuki-Zo women will not be silent. If our voices are ignored, the consequences will be on the conscience of the state. Number 5, conclusion. India's greatness lies in its diversities and justice. Today, justice is on trial. We appeal to your conscience and your constitutional duty. Act now, end this injustice, restore peace, uphold the law, unchain the innocent, stop the witch hunt for justice, for peace, for the rights of the Kuki-Zo people. Sincerely, Kim Yohoy Hungdim, General Secretary, Kuki Women Organization for Human Rights, KWOHR, dated 7 June 2025. Memorandum